Hi, how is everyone today? This is my little dog, Ladybug. Isn't she precious? Mm, you're so precious. So, today I want to share some ideas with you on living on less. A few things that come to mind is saving money on your clothing. Clothing is a really big expense now, more than it ever has been. And even in the thrift stores, it's gotten really expensive. Um, so, some of the ways you can save money on clothes without having to buy them new is buying secondhand. Now, there are a lot of ways that you can do this. You can go to thrift stores, like I mentioned, but you need to try and take advantage of the sale days. Where I live, our thrift stores are extremely overpriced. I kid you not. So you have to pay attention to the days they have like half off sales. So you can buy that $8 t-shirt for $4. So, you have to pay attention to that. But there are good deals to be found. You can also go to consignment shops, garage sales, flea markets. Facebook has a plethora of groups that have been created for each community where you can sell and buy things, like, for example, marketplace or yard sale sites and things like that. So I take advantage of those a lot. So periodically I even clean out my closet and sell a bunch of stuff, make room for new. So so that's another way. And also, keeping your clothes in good repair and taking care of them. Like, if you have something really nice that you wear to work, maybe change into your, sweats when you get home or whatever. Don't put on your play clothes. Don't cook dinner and be splashing spaghetti sauce or gravy while you're cooking on your nice work blouse. So change clothes when you get home, hang them back up. Chances are you can wear them again 2 or 3 times without having to wash them. Washing and drying really breaks down the fabric. And if you aren't getting dirty and sweaty, chances are you don't really need to wash them after just one wear. Loose buttons, sew them on. Loose straps, fix them. There's a lot of things you can do to make your clothes last. What else? Gas. Gas is a really big one. It's $4.98 a gallon where I live right now. And I live 12 miles from town. So that means I'm spending 1 gallon of gas to go to town and back home when I do that. And my mother, she lives 27 miles from my home. So it's double that to go to her house. So it's an expense. So I found out about Gas Buddy, and I put the app on my phone, and I just put in the zip code where I am, and it tells me the prices of all the gas everywhere near where I live, and I can go to the cheapest gas station and fill up my car. Also, sometimes I will share rides with other people when it comes to running errands, or if I have to go way out of town to Costco or something. I'll see if there's a friend that wants to go with me. We'll split the gas, and it makes it a little fun also. And I don't remember if I said putting all your errands together in one day instead of doing them, every day if you can. And keeping your car in good repair. Keep your oil changed, your oil filters, and all that. Because that affects the way your car runs, and it helps it burn less gas or use up less gas. So, another way to live on less is taking care of your home. You know, I have trouble with this because I am a single person and I don't have the energy or the strength or the knowledge on how to do a lot of things. But I do know that there are things I can do. For example, I had to install a deck that was like $15,000, and I just about had a stroke when I had to come up with that money. And it wasn't an option to just take the deck off and not replace it because of where it was, and when you come out the back door, you would just drop off into a ditch. So I had to have the deck replaced. So make sure if you have a deck or wood stairs, make sure that you are staining and sealing that wood every single summer. Keep it clean, keep it sealed. If keep it the joints caulked to keep water from going into those little cracks and just sitting there, you know, for months until it dries up and creating rot. It can go a long way. I even bought like 3 umbrellas, cheap umbrellas from like grocery outlet. They were really cute. They were like bright orange. And I put them all over my deck just to create shade on my deck. And with the weird idea that maybe it's getting less sun damage. I don't know. But that was my thinking when I did that. If you have a loose board on your house, screw it back in, caulk it, seal it. You know, those repairs that don't get taken care of, pretty soon one day you're like, oh my God, you know, my house is falling apart. I need to take care of it. Like right now, I know I have repairs that I need to do to my garage. I need to repaint. I need to clean the mold off of it. I need to repaint the siding, and I need to repaint the trim. And I can't afford to pay someone to do it, so I'm gonna just have to do a little bit at a time myself. I might be able to get someone to help me do the part where I have to climb up on the ladder, but I plan to try and do it all myself. So that's another way you can spend less, is just taking care of your things. This little dog is being so sweet right now. What's another way you can spend less? You know I talk about food a lot, but if you're food insecure or you're like really pushing the limit, don't be ashamed to go to a food bank or some food initiative. I mean, they're there to help people, and you should never be ashamed to feed yourself, feed your family. Everyone deserves to have food on the table. And a lot of people work and still can't afford to put food on the table. So just because you're going to food bank doesn't mean you're lazy or that you're not trying. Food's gotten really expensive, and so don't be ashamed. Take advantage of it. You know, sometimes you can swap things too with people. You know, like let's say for example, you have a friend that has a huge garden and is growing all these tomatoes. You know, ask them if they wouldn't mind planting 1 extra tomato plant for you, or ask them if you can have a bunch of tomatoes and you'll make spaghetti sauce and salsa and can it for them if you can have some, and you'll give them some and you'll keep some. So there's some ways to, you know, save money and live on less in that way. So anyway, I think that's all I have for you today. I ran a little longer than I really intended to, but I hope you all have a wonderful day. And if you like my channel, hit like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.